So this past Sunday, my pastor spoke about the parable of the persistent widow in Luke 18, and he was talking about what a persistent prayer life should look like and where we fall short every day as believers. And he was talking about how often us believers have a style of prayer that is like a ding-dong ditch type prayer. Like we quickly go to God and say, God, please help us with this. Amen. Or like, God, I need this. Amen. And kind of like where you pray, but you don't wait long enough for him to come and answer the door. Like with Ding Dong Ditch, you go ring the doorbell and you leave, and then that person opens the door and you're not there. He says we don't, so often we'll do that type of like prayer style and not stay in the presence of God to get an answer. And so often we don't do that because we don't want to hear an answer we don't want to hear. We go into prayer saying, God will change this, God will do this, all this kind of stuff. Always asking for God to change our situations instead of asking God to change our hearts, because sometimes we don't want to hear that. We just want God to move outside, not always inward. And that was just super convicting for me because I have always struggled with prayer. I'm always distracted. And I'm always like, God, I don't hear you, but I realize that I don't stay long enough to actually try and listen to God speak to me. Because sometimes I'm afraid to hear the answer. Sometimes I don't want to humble myself. You know what I mean? If that was the answer. And I don't know if this will be some revelation for you guys of thinking like, how was your prayer lifestyle? What does it look like when you go to God? Do you stay in the presence of God long enough for him to actually open the door and give you an answer? Or do you just do it so quick that you're not even allowing him to communicate back to you?